Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Lethal Weapon, the first one. And this movie is directed by Richard Donner and stars Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, and it's written by Shane Black. It came out in 1987 and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I think it's really, really good. And what I like about it is mostly the characters. I find them very fun to watch, especially the dynamic between Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. They're hilarious on screen together, and you get a lot of scenes where Mel Gibson is just going all out, and it's really great. And there are so many scenes in this movie where Mel Gibson just goes all out with his character, and it's so fun to watch, especially in the action scenes. And the action scenes in this movie are fun, and you don't really get those too much in the first half. They're mostly in the second half of the movie. But when it does happen, it's good. Most of it is, at least. I'll get into my problems with this movie later, but going back to the characters, there was one thing that I really wanted to bring up, and that is this movie is great at defining its characters. Like, you understand who they are, and that's what I love about it, is that from just the first 10-15 minutes of the movie, you know everything there is to know about the two leads of the film. In just one scene, you understand who Danny Glover's character is, and same thing with Mel Gibson's character. Just like a few minutes with these characters, you get who they are, their lives, and that's what I love about it. It establishes them really well, and I love it. This movie is also very funny, and I think the writing is great, especially the comedy. There are some things that I don't like in the second half, but I'll get to that later. And the tone of the film is always very clear, and even though this movie is comedic, it's not afraid to be something that's not comedic and be more serious. And when it does that successfully. It never feels like it just came out of nowhere. It never feels as if the film is tone deaf. It all flows very naturally. And my favorite part of the movie would definitely be the first half. That's where I think everything is really strong, and the characters are set up, and the violence feels real. And although most of the violence is in the second half of the movie, when it does happen, it never feels fake, and that's what I like about it. And my issues with this movie would be that there are some things within the plot that just don't make any sense, and I was kind of frustrated at a couple points because of that. And there was one scene towards the end of the movie that was really poorly edited together, and like had lots of close-ups, and I couldn't see what was happening. And if that all wasn't bad enough, it was taking place at night, and you combine a nighttime sequence with lots of close-ups of a fight scene, and it's very choppy editing going on, and it's really difficult to make out what's going on. But the rest of the movie, I never had that problem, and it was well edited, and it wasn't incompetently shot. It was just that one sequence that really bothered me. I thought the villain of the movie was fine. I thought he served his purpose, and you get what he wants, and he's just serviceable, and that's all I'm going to say about him. And that's about all I have to say about Lethal Weapon. It's a very good movie, lots of fun. I love the characters. The action is also fun, and the comedy is great, and I would just recommend anyone to check this movie out. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Lethal Weapon an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Lethal Weapon, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Death at a Funeral. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.